All right. Here today, I'm going to be reviewing the Whiskey Collab from the Ohio Distillers Guild. Now, the Ohio Distillers Guild, I think I'm pronouncing it right. It's a club basically of all the micro distilleries here in Ohio, and they support each other, benefit each other. And last week we had the second annual Ohio Whiskey Fest, and I was right here. Not really in Columbus, Ohio, right outside Columbus, Ohio, in Delaware County, 5 minutes, 10 minutes outside. But I went to both last year's and this year's, and Ohio is doing some great things. I'm loving their whiskeys. I'm a great fan of supporting local. There's a lot of good distillers out there, a lot of good whiskey. But tonight, the Whiskey Collab, this is what it looks like. So this bottle is there for its release on that date, basically. And if you have a ticket, you can purchase the bottle. If they have any leftover bottles, it then goes for sale, basically in local stores. So I purchased this year's bottle, and I just cracked it. I have not sipped it yet. This is last year's bottle, batch 1. But this year's bottle is batch 3. So somehow, somewhere, I missed a bottle. It's only been 2 whiskey fests. I've been to both. Regardless, they're total different blends. No age statement, of course. Total different blends. But they do tell you what distilleries and what percent of the juice they put in on the first year. And I love this year. Watershed Distillery put in 30% of the juice. High Bank Distillery, 30%. Midwest, only 20%. And Echo Spirits also kicked in 20%. I love all 4 of those. All 4 of these guys are local. They're right here in Columbus. You can catch me there, quite often, picking up a bottle or maybe even grabbing a cocktail from them. But these guys locally are great. This year's bottle, the juice comes in at 14.5% of the juice comes from 451 spirits. I don't think I've ever had their juice. I don't even know where they're located. Cleveland Whiskey, 28.8%. Echo Spirits pitched in 28.5%. And M&O Spirits pitched in another 25%. Or that's 28%, I'm sorry. M&O Spirits has some pretty good whiskey as well. That is not from around here. I'm not sure if it's Cleveland or Cincinnati, but they're not really close to Columbus. But they're Ohio all the same. So I poured a dram of each to compare. 2 totally different bottles of juice we have here. It's a lot of mixing going on. Let's see what we got. The new bottle. So let's do it on the nose. See what we get in here. You get the sweetness off the rip. Of course, with a lot of these different distilleries in there, they're going to bring out some pretty good juice when they donate it to it to make sure their name stands up to the juice, right? Black licorice, which, if I can recall, the first batch was very high in black licorice. And I don't like black licorice, but it was delicious in the whiskey. I'm picking that up again. I think the black licorice may be coming from the Echo Spirits. Their contribution, they are the only one that's involved in both bottles. Here's the common denominator. Oh, that was good. Ripe fruit. Not a real heavy ripe fruit, more oaky. Very oaky, with a hint of ripe fruit in there. Vanilla, your classic bourbon notes all coming together. All right, 2022, let's see what you got. Both are barrel proof, in case I forgot to tell you that. This year, we're coming in. This bottle's 119 proof. That's 59.6 ABV. So both bottles are barrel proof. Last year's bottle actually came in a little hotter. But on the palate, you're definitely going to get that punch. They're going to be tentatively a little young. But everything that I look for, I got the black licorice. I got the oak really up front. Right after the black licorice, there was a huge chunk of oak. I didn't pick up the red fruit in that, but I did pick up the vanilla on the tail end. And these are classic notes that you're going to find in bourbons, right? That's why we love bourbons, right? Everybody loves those notes. One more. A little bigger fruit basket there. Some peach, a little green apple snuck in there on me as well. Okay. Surprisingly, it's actually pretty good. I didn't know what to expect with all those other, mixed in distilleries in there. I love the distilleries from the first batch. I mean, I personal go there. They're here in Columbus. So let's revisit the first batch and see if we pick up any differences or familiarities. I know the black licorice already is there. Whoa, it's a load of black licorice in this one. It's there in the other bottle, but nowhere near as heavy as this one. Oh, caramel. Didn't pick up the caramel on the other one. A lot of caramel, vanilla, black licorice. You're going to get some oak in there as well. Not as heavy. Butterscotch. Butterscotch just, it's like a tidal wave of butterscotch over the palate. Ooh, with the oak. Nice finish, some black pepper on the finish. This drinks, it's higher in ABV. This one is 121 proof, 60% ABV. And it drinks softer than the 2022. Wow. Well, they're both good whiskeys. I'm still a bigger fan of the 2021, but they're excellent whiskeys. If you get the opportunity, definitely go out and grab yourself a bottle of the Whiskey Collab. Ohio is really stepping their game up. I'm proud to be from Ohio. But until next time on D Rich Spirits, I don't know what we'll be tasting. It could be scotch, it could be bourbon, maybe even rum. I just like all different types of spirits, and I like to share what I think. And I would love to hear what you think as well. All right, until next time, later.